I'm John from Fellowship of Games. Tonight, Don and Al are going to join me, and we're going to learn how to play and set up Fate of the Fellowship by Z-Man Games.
Thank you for joining us at the table, and we're about to do a setup of the Fate of the Fellowship. Don, what do we do to set up the Fate of the Fellowship?
Well, let's just follow our handy-dandy rule book here. We're going to first place our game board. Did it? And now we're going to put markers on the tracks. So we have a threat rate marker and a hope marker. So those go out. Hope marker starts on 6. And next we need to create our shadow deck. Might have to scooch over a few Nazgûl. There are 2 special shadow cards, the ones that have the illustration of Sauron and Saruman. Those need to go in the discard pile, face up. Yep, perfect. And also, it's just pointing out, and we'll talk about this in our how to play, but the shadow cards have different backs. Doesn't matter what the back is. We're going to shuffle them all, and we're going to put them out regardless of the back. They're combined, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Now we're going to place our starting troops. So we need to place the Eye of Sauron, the Nazgûl, and the starting troops. And this includes Dwarven, Elven, Rohirrim, Gondor, and Shadow troops. So y'all want to show them that?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Yeah, sure. They have little icons on the board. So this one has the Eye of Sauron and 2 Nazgûl.
Oh, these Nazgûl are fighting.
A Nazgûl goes here.
Let's see.
1 goes to Gondor.
I know 4 go to Mordor. Mordor.
Nasty.
And 1 goes right there.
Okay, it's this one.
Yep. And just the Nazgûl encompass this entire area. They're not in any one city. So
They're in the region.
Yeah.
Yep. And then what about our gray Dwarven troops? They go to Ered Luin, Erebor, and Iron Hills.
Again, if you look, there'll be a little gray count.
a little
sky.
meeple signature.
Some have more than.
Where's the other one?
They should all be right there together. Iron Hills.
It's right over here, isn't it?
No, that doesn't have
let's see. If we look at this, 1, 2. Where is it? Where's the other gray one? Oh, it's way in the top left by John. Right
does
there.
Oh, I did.
It's right
that
there.
one blends in the board.
Yeah, it does. Okay, then we have 4 Elven troops: Grey Havens, Rivendell, Lorien, and the Woodland Realm. And one of them's right in front of you again, John. It's a safe haven.
Yeah, put him there.
The havens have the gold ring around them, or the gold square around them. 3 Rohirrim, Helm's Deep, Edoras, and Eastmont.
Okay.
And where's the fourth
and
one?
then
There's just 3.
Just 3?
5
Okay.
Gondor troops, and they are in 2 in Minas Tirith. So notice Alan's pointing out there's 2 little guys.
And yeah, there's 2 little tiny men. That's how I know where they go. I didn't have them memorized.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the little teeny tiny meeple.
Then the shadow troops.
Teeny tiny.
We've got a lot of shadow troops. So shadow troops, 1 in Dunlin. Dunlin is, there's pictures. Dunlin is over in Endwaith.
1 there.
1 there, and then right across the border, 1 in Isengard, 2 in Moria.
Where's Isengard?
Isengard is close to Moria
okay,
there. Yeah. And then we have 1 in Dol Guldur.
Okay.
And did you say Dol Guldur?
Got
Got
Dol
it?
Guldur.
Okay. 3 in Rune.
Right
Yep.
there.
I'll let you sit a little there.
And then
Thank you, John.
2 in Minas Morgul.
There you go.
There.
1 in Barad-dûr.
Barad-dûr.
3 in Nirn. 1 in Umbar, which is down at the bottom, and 1 in Near Herod, which is also 2 in Near Herod. There's 2 little guys. Okay.
2 go to that one there. I can't reach it.
All right.
This one?
Now 1 more over.
Oh, 2 go there. All right.
Barad-dûr, yeah.
2 here.
2 here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should be 18.
And then we need to draw 9 shadow cards, 1 at a time, and we'll put 1 shadow troop in each location. We should have 18 total.
Okay.
I'm counting 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2 over here.
Oh, Nirn.
2 in Nirn.
No, it shows 3 in Nirn.
3 in Nirn.
Only 2 cities have 3.
All right.
Okay.
So now we got
1 too many.
1 too many. 1 doesn't go there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now draw 9 shadow cards and put 1 in each of those towns.
Durin. If you look on the map, it shows you roughly
The region.
where it is. Isengard. Then
Nurn.
It is way over here. It's the one that already had 3.
Okay.
It's getting nasty in Nurn.
Another one in Nurn.
Wow.
Unlike other pandemic
Oh.
games,
Another Nurn.
there's
That's Nurn
no
again?
limit to the number of troops there can be.
Oh.
Umbar.
Here.
Okay, how many cards is that?
This will be 8. Another.
That's really
Sure.
Yep.
All right,
At least
last
it's not
one.
Nurn.
Next one. Dunland.
Dunland is way over there.
Then those go to the discard.
All right, those go straight to the discard. Yep. Face up.
Yep.
All right, so as Alan already pointed out, unlike other pandemic system games, there's no limit to the number of shadow troops.
No outbreak either.
We already did our Nazgûl. That was next. We already put the Eye of Sauron and Eriador. That was next.
We skipped a little bit.
We followed the rules. We just followed the pictures. Select our objective card. So it suggests the first time you play, you have to have that destroy 1 ring card. It's marked with the red star.
You have to have it. This one.
And 3 other randomly selected objectives. But for your first game, go ahead and do Attain the Blessing of the Elves, Saruman, your staff is broken, and challenge Sauron, destroy the 1 ring.
So
All
these
the-
are.
Yep.
We're gonna keep them down here. They're a little off the
On the edge of the
camera, but that's where they're at. And this one needs 3 elf troops, John, if you would.
Let's attain the blessing of the elves, so that takes them out of our pool. We can't use them until we meet that objective.
Yeah.
And we have to do all 3 of these before we can do that one.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to hand out our character and reference cards, and our characters go in their starting city. So we're going to follow the suggested first game. So someone's playing Legolas, and
I'm playing Legolas and Frodo, and Legolas starts in the Woodland Realm up here. And of course, we got the Frodo and the Sam in the Shire.
I've got Erwin in Rivenvale and Aragorn at Weathered Hills.
and I've got Merry and Pippin and Éowyn. So Éowyn is in Edoras. Merry and Pippin are in the Shire with Frodo and Sam. All right.
And the Pippin in the
And
Shire.
we have the character cards that came with them, and the character cards show their abilities. We'll talk about that more in the how to play. All right. So, and one thing that it makes note of is the hobbits are one character. So when they say Sam and Frodo, that's one character. When they say Merry and Pippin, that's one character. All right. So, and there's a whole key to the starting location is different for every character. So we have ours and they're appropriate.
Yeah, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
These are the characters that we aren't using.
Yeah.
And that's the solo token if you play solo.
Yeah. The ones we're not using.
So there's some replayability and
yeah, there's a lot of other, pretty much all the main characters, including Gollum. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. I'd like to see his character card.
Next, we're going to deal out the player cards. So we all get 3 cards each.
So.
And these are the event cards. I mean, wait. We had, because we're playing 3 players. No, you're right. We had 6 events.
Yeah,
We have the main cards, and we shuffled in 6 events, and then we dealt 3 to each player. Now we shuffle all of it together and make 4 stacks. And in each stack, we're going to put a Darken the Skies card. So kind of like the pandemic system. How did I end up with
we get 4 stacks.
Extra stacks?
It's 4 stacks, correct?
Yeah, but I got... Is that... Okay, that works. Yeah, 4 stacks. You got it. Okay.
4.
And then we have the Skies Darken, and we put... So we divided the 48 remaining, basically.
Yeah.
We had 54 cards, or however many that was.
I'll hang a stack, John. You want to take a stack, Tom?
And I'll take a stack,
You
and we'll
shuffle each
shuffle.
stack.
Yeah. Shuffle.
That Skies Darken's got to be in there somewhere. Sadly. Don't like it.
Stack.
It's like the breakout, the epidemic and pandemic. You're like, no!
Okay.
Yes, it's the academic card.
Anything the vet.
We've played the other one, the Cthulhu version. That's when the Cthulhu comes out. They're, like I said,
I haven't played them. I'd actually like to play it.
And then we're going to make those into one. These are mine, so I'll put them there. That's my
yeah, I'd
starting
like
hand.
to. I don't think any of us has that copy.
I guess our buddy Mike had that.
Does he have it?
Cause he's got all the pandemics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's our
All right, so that's our player deck.
player deck.
And we could up the ante. We could put more Skies Dark in, but it's our starting set. We're doing the starting
Yeah, it's
suggested.
Black Pandemic. You can make it as hard on yourself as you want.
All right, I think it's already going to be a pretty tough little game. So after we build our player deck, as we did, so base deck, shuffled in our events, dealt out ours, then we made 4 even stacks, shuffled in a Shadows Skies Darken, and that composed our deck, put all together. So basically every, I think, 12 cards or so, you're going to come out with a Skies Darken. So you're making it even.
And like regular Pandemic, there is the ability for you to pull 2 Skies Darkens back to back, which is terrible.
Now, this is a co-op game, so we're going to look at this number on the bottom of our card, and whoever has the lowest goes first. Normally, however, in the starting game, they suggest Frodo goes first. So, like I had a 3. Did anybody have a low one?
I had 21.
I had 400.
So, technically, I would go first, but since we're following the rules for the starter game, we're going to have Frodo go first.
Yeah.
Also, we all get a player aid, and it shows our actions on one side, and then it shows the
rolling a battle on the other,
and searches.
Searches, which has everything to do with looking for Frodo.
And now that we've done all that, and then we put all of our tokens. John, show them our tokens over there. So we have tokens.
We got the rings and the valor, or friendship and valor.
That's the rings of valor. Friendships and the hearts.
Yeah.
The rings are called resistance and valor.
But I'm going to call them rings.
And then we have friendship and stealth.
This is friendship and stealth, yes.
And we keep calling friendship hearts. So probably resistance, we're going to say rings.
Yeah.
Friendship, we're going to say hearts.
These are the havens, the good and havens and strongholds.
Havens and strongholds, yep. Because
Here
territory
are
change.
dice. Our 3 battle dice, and then our snake dice.
Snake dice.
So we have our resources, and at this point, guys, we are set up and ready to start playing this game. All right, so now we're ready to start how to play the game. So the first thing we want to talk about are these. Alan, you want to explain this?
So yeah, every game you're going to have objective. You're always going to have this one, destroy the one ring. And it's simple. You're trying to get your Frodo and Sam all the way over here to Mount Doom, and he has to complete. He have to spend 5 rings and survive a search roll. So you're going to roll a search roll, and we'll explain search rolls in a second when we explain our actions. And so then you're going to pick 3 other ones. And today we have Attain the Blessing. In this one, we have to have 2 characters. Here in Rivendell, you have to get rid of 3 or what are called friendship tokens or hearts. And if you do that, you complete and you get some elven troops. Next, we have Saruman is broken, and we have to change Isengard from a stronghold to a haven. And that's and Rohan cannot have any evil troops. It can have Nazgûl, but it can't have troops. Cannot have the little troops.
Okay, shadow troops.
Yeah. And then finally we're doing Challenge Sauron. And you notice we're kind of following the movie. Lord of the Rings, they have the meeting of Elrond's council. And then you have Isengard falling to the Trents in the second movie. And the third one, we're challenging Strahd. We're challenging Saruman. And so this is when they draw Saruman's troops out of Mount Doom to give the hobbits a chance to get in there. So you got to have a certain amount of troops, 2 dwarves, 2 humans, and 3 elves right here, and then you challenge Strahd and like all
Sauron.
Sauron come in and go right here. We played
Strahd last night.
So he's still on my mind.
He is now entered Lord of the Rings. He's all powerful. All right, and now we're going to start our turn order. So we're starting with Frodo and Samwise, and the first thing they do is take their actions.
So everybody has 2 characters, and these characters have special abilities, but we'll talk about that in the gameplay because the characters are all different. but you can take 4 actions with one character and 1 of the other, or 4 and 1 vice versa. And there are 6 basic actions to choose from. The first one is muster, and to do that, you're going to discard one of your friendship tokens or heart tokens. You're going to hear us call them several times. And so basically, if you're in one of these spots, so we got the elves here, the Rohirrim. Oh, these are the humans. The Rohirrim, the dwarves, and the elves. So one of these little pretty symbols here. You discard the heart, and then you get essentially the matching color from our little reserve we have over here. So if we discard a heart and your character's here, you can get a blue one. That's how you muster. Add troops to your group so you can go out and attack the evil baddies. All right. The other thing is, speaking of attack, is attack. Attacking. It's kind of like Risk. You have your attack die here, and the dice have several different faces on them. But you have to have a leader here with some troops, and then you take the attack action. It's an action. If you just have troops, if these troops are sitting here, they're not going to automatically fight each other. The only time these guys will attack is if you have the Shadow Rises card, and then the only time you'll attack is if you actually take the attack action. But you roll the dice, and you got like this one kills a baddie, this one, the Nazgûl, kills 2 of your troops, another kill a baddie, this one they lose 1 of each. And this one, your guy will die unless he's in a haven, in which case he won't die. It's kind of like rolling nothing. So you roll up to 3 dice, depending on how many troops you have there. So if we had these guys here with her, you would just roll 1 dice, even though there's 2 baddies here. So, if she had him here, she rolled 2 dice. You can roll up to 3 dice. And the baddies do the same thing.
The attacking side always rolls the dice.
Yes, the attacking side always rolls the dice. The next thing we can do is capture. So, if you're in we're going to use Isengard because we do have to capture it. If you're here in Isengard and there are no baddies present, and you have 3 of the swords, sword tokens or sword cards, the valor as they're called. You can, and unlike the others, like if I had these 2 cards and this token, that's 3. That's the 3 I would need to do it. But you discard 3,
yeah.
And when you do, then you take a haven marker, put it on top. That becomes a haven, and so it's pretty nice if you have the Nazgûl's down. If you have Isengard and you pull an Isengard card out instead of adding troops, you do nothing to it because it's a haven now. Number 4, you can travel. Travel is pretty simple. You just move your character. You don't have to spend anything to move or anything. There's one major exception to that. You can travel anywhere. Some of these have arrows and stuff, but you can travel anywhere. There are little icons on some of these. So to travel from here to here through the Mines of Moria, you have to have a ring. And travel from here to here, you have to have a cloak. These little cloaks. That's a sneak ability. Yeah. So that, like if you get down closer to Moria, you go from here to here, you have to have 4 cloaks. So it gets difficult, but most of them are just free travel. There's only one exception, and that is when you're traveling with Frodo. If Frodo's moving, wherever he moves, if there is a Nazgûl in the region, in this case there's 2, or bad guys there, you have to roll what's called search dice. And these are our search dice right here. And essentially, when you roll it, however many of this evil-looking tree show up, that's how much hope you lose. And if hope ever goes down to 0, then you die. So yeah, but if you travel with a cloak, you discard that when you travel with Frodo, then you hide Frodo from traveling. So, but like in the case of this, if Frodo moves from, move him out of there. If Frodo moved from here to here, I wouldn't have to roll anything because there's no bad guys.
It's your destination region. It's
the destination where he's going, not like even if I were here and those 3 were there and I were moving to here, I wouldn't have to roll 3 for these. It's the destination of where he's going. So it's a little kind of complication that comes with traveling with Frodo, but then he's got the 1 ring. So next is fellowship. Fellowship, like the other one, if you're in the same location as another character, you can give or take cards to that person, but the card you give must match your region. So this region. So if I'm here, I could give someone that could have the Dunedin Forest card, but since it's in the Gondor region, you can just exchange cards, which is pretty handy because Frodo's got to have 5 rings on him to destroy the main ring. And lastly is prepare. At a haven, one of these, the gold outlines are ones you can make. You can discard a card to take a token with the same symbol. So let's say here, Ruidor. Where's Ruidor? Let's just do Rohan. I got Rohan. So Rohan here, I can discard this card in this Rohan region, and when I do, I would be able to get this token. And that's a way to kind of manage your hand, because there's a hand limit of 8 or 7.
It is 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you get rid of your cards in it, you can have tokens. Just put the tokens on our characters, and your hand limit can be managed a little bit better that way.
And just know your hand is shared between your 2 characters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're playing 2 characters, but which is nice. Mm-hmm. So and then on the backs here.
And one quick thing on prepare. I think at the Haven it doesn't have to be that region. Sharing you did, but preparing, as long as you're in the Haven, you can discard whatever has that symbol.
Prepare, you have to be at a Haven.
At a Haven, but you don't have to be in the region to get that. I just wanted to clarify that because I had to check that the other night.
The Haven. We were playing that wrong then.
Yeah, we're making it harder ourselves.
Yeah, we played this once already. Yeah, so.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. So also on the back, I talked about battles. If you look on the back of the attack action, it tells you exactly how to do a battle. And then if you look on this one, for travel, you have to do the search with Frodo. It tells you how to do a search in the back of that one, which is really nice. So that are the basic actions, the 6 basic actions you can take with your characters.
And that was great. And he quickly covered pages 10 through... That was pages 10 through 15 of the rule book, so good job. And next, after you do your actions, so as he said, 4 for one character, 1 for the other, and you have to complete them all. You can't do 4, 1, then 2. I mean 2, 1, 2. They have to be 4, 1, or 1 and 4. Yeah. After that's over, the next thing we're going to do is draw player cards.
Yeah, you draw those 2, which we won't do this turn.
Yeah, you're going to draw 2 cards and show what they are. I can just kind of show you at the bottom there. They're pretty much all the same. They have the area where they're at, Gondor. And they also have little flavor text at the bottom.
Some of them are pretty, I read through them, they're pretty neat, the little backstories.
Yeah, and then some of the cards we have, John, why don't you show them, are called event cards.
I have 2 in my hand, the event cards. And they allow you to, this can play at any time and not an action. This is the same way. But some they'll have restrictions on them. They'll come up as we play. So
they're like little superpowers. Mm-hmm. And John there's only 6 in the deck, and John got 2 of them. So he's got 30% pretty quick. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, they're nice, very nice.
And then, lo and behold, every so often, because we shuffled them in, we're going to end up drawing a Skies Darkened card.
Yes, Skies Darkened card.
It's got its own set of rules.
Yeah, the shadow grows, advance the threat rate, you advance the threat weight marker, then I see you. The Eye of Sauron goes to Frodo's region, wherever he is, which makes it harder for Frodo to travel. And then under cover of darkness, you're going to add 3 shadow troops to the location indicated.
On the Skies Darkened card.
On the Skies Darkened card, yeah. Yeah, the Skies Darkened card is going to have something on it, so...
And then we're going to reshuffle that shadow deck.
Yeah, then we take everything in the shadow deck, shuffle it up, and put it back, which if you play Pandemic, it just makes that much harder in the future. So yeah, these cards here at the bottom of this deck, we're probably not going to even see. But
you never know. So that's all for drawing the cards, and last but not least, we draw shadow cards.
Speaking of drawing shadow cards, first of all, I want you to notice the back of these. They have either a red flag on top or a red flag at the bottom. So the purpose of that is whenever you flip these over, you flip it over, and whatever's showing on the back, you're either going to do the top part here or the bottom part here. So in this case, we got the red flag. You're going to move Dunlin to Greyhavens, and if you look, you can't quite see it. There's a little track in the upper corner. So it shows you where Dunlin is.
It's a blue track.
This blue track along this path.
Yep.
All the troops will move 1 space.
Yeah, every single troop. So if there's 2 troops here and 2 troops here, this is going to move 1, and these are going to move 1. And that's why if you look on the board, there are little arrows everywhere, and you can move over them freely. But these are the paths. Like right here, this one, this guy takes this path, and it takes him all the way to right there. So,
and on the card, it does denote the colored path that they take, which is kind of a handy.
Actually, takes them. They all start from a stronghold somewhere, and they head to a haven, and that's the purpose of them. When they get to a haven, they're going there to attack, because when they get there and the sky's darkened, that's when attacks happen. And so, and then let me find one, flip one. All right, so you didn't see that, no. Yeah, these were supposed to be in there. So let's do this. Flip this one over, and you got the flag on the bottom. We're going to do this bottom part, so we add +1 troop to Isengard. We put one right there, and then we're going to do whatever it says. Deploy 3 Nazgûl from the Eye of Mordor, and you place them from the Eye of Mordor. It just tells you where to place them, and they always go. So they place 3 to the Eye of Mordor. Some of them say place 2 Nazgûl to where Frodo is now. They don't find Frodo. They're not capturing Frodo. They're just making it much more difficult for Frodo to travel.
Yeah, or else they move the Eye of Sauron to that location.
The Eye of Sauron moves to wherever Frodo is. And so, again, that has everything to do with the rolling a search action. Makes it harder for Frodo to get the ring to Mount Doom.
And then the number of shadow cards we draw
is
based on...
where the threat markers. So we do 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5.
The skies darken will increase the threat rate, which means the more these come out, the more events happen.
Yeah, so we only have 4 skies darken, so the worst it's going to get is drawing 4 in our game, but you can have up to 6 in there.
And one other thing, if we advance those troops into a location that had friendlies, it would instigate a battle, and we would have to resolve that.
Yeah.
So lots of things can happen when you play those shadow cards, but that really constitutes the whole turn. Turn.
How do we win the game?
You win the game if you complete all your objectives. Basically, you win the game if you destroy the one ring. That's how you win the game. And in order to destroy the one ring, you have to complete the other 3 objectives first. Yeah. So, and we lose the game by, I do believe, emptying this deck out or getting 0 hope. And you lose hope by failing searches, and then if we lose these sanctuaries, if the bad troops come up and get to a sanctuary and defeat it, then it becomes a stronghold. You lose 3 hope whenever that happens. So hopefully you won't see that. Just
a little clarification, so we can gain hope also if we capture a shadow stronghold.
Yeah.
That lets us gain 2 hope. Also, I know Merry and Pippin can help Frodo gain hope. We lose hope, like you said, if you roll the search and you get if you rolled that search and get the tree. Where's that? Oh, it's got a tree icon.
This.
Yeah, that makes you lose 1. And then, as he said, the skies darken. The shadow troops taking over a haven makes you lose 3.
Yep.
That's scary, yeah. And then, if you need to add a shadow troop and they're all gone, you lose 1 per missing troop. So, and if you need to draw a player card and there are none in the deck, 1 per missing card. So those are all the ways we lose and gain hope.
Yeah, so basically when you get down to 0, you're going to lose the game.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of ways to lose hope.
So that's pretty much our quick how to play of Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship, and next we'll do a playthrough.
Yep, look for our playthrough.